Hey, creative people, welcome back. It's time for another sketchbook update. I haven't done this in a while. I think last was the beginning of February, so here's what I have so far. So let's get to it. Let's see, where was I last? Oh, okay, here we go. I think the last one I did was the dogs. In here, I think when was this done? I don't even remember. I guess mid-February. This one here, on this series of images, I'm still doing like with a Kuretake brush, and then also with the shading done with a graphite pencil. So here you go. This is of a bus, of like a I think it's probably not even functioning. It's just at some kind of fair or whatever. Next one here is two people in that truck over here. Oh, actually, let me show these closer. This one is a cosplay, like Queen Victoria or something. I don't know who they were doing. Here's a watch. This is actually my watch that I did. Over here, we have a juicy hamburger. It's like a triple patties on this. Another food one. This one looks like ramen with some glasses of water, some wontons on the side, some eggs. And this one is when the Olympics was taking place. Here's of a figure skater. This one here, it's more of a foreshortening effect. You can see the his fist looks a lot bigger. It's holding a hammer. This one here is like the character in Street Fighter, like a burly dude, burly hairy dude. This one is Marie Antoinette. And this one is done with a micron pen. Even the shading itself was done with a micron pen. What's the quote here? Let them eat cake. We supposedly see she actually did not say that. I just think that was a rumor that went around during the time. Here again, we return to the Kuretake brush pen with the pencil work, but I think I mentioned this previously. When my brush pen runs out, because I refill it with the ink, it has more of a dry brush effect, and you can see here that's what I did with the shading on the coat. Here's another one of a building. And with my drawings, I try to do different things, try to practice like here I'm trying to practice architecture, and also trying to, a lot of the work I do, if it's not like people, I try to practice perspective. This one's obviously a lot more closer, so you can see more of a I guess more like if you take a photograph of something close and you zoomed in, you would have a flattened look to the image. And here's the top of a piano. Also doing some perspective, you can see the lines getting going closer to the right side. This one here is about a young dancer. And you can compare to, this is an older, I don't know, maybe like teenager or young woman, older dancer. Compared to body types, how they look, the difference between doing a kid versus a teenager or an adult. This one's kind of hard to do too, because for a pose, it's very unique. She has her arm wrapped around her legs. It's a cosplay of Edgar Allan Poe. Here we have a Dutch windmill. An interesting effect I did with the clouds. I actually used like really dark, use the brush pen to kind of like a pointillism effect with the brush pen, also with the pencil shading as well. A couple of raptors, looks like hawks. This is woman covered with cloth on their face like a mask. Here we have a boat. You can see again the perspective effect of the boat, the foreshortening. I think it's called Pacific Star. Oh, and now at this point I decided to start working. If you look at my older sketchbooks, I did a lot more color work, and mostly in watercolor, but here I decided to start doing some color pencil work again with the Prismacolor pencils. You see this little dog in the background behind the girl. And I didn't color everything just to feed it in the pants. It's a combination of a brush pen and also with a micron pen, doing the shading instead of with a pencil with a micron pen, so because that will work with the color pencil. This one's interesting. This is the Mad Hatter, a child version of the Mad Hatter, like the movie version. Again, I lightly color the background, mostly textured with a micron pen, and then the figure itself is colored with a Prismacolor. Here's another soup bowl, and then the ramen bowl. Now from here at this point, I stopped doing shading actually stopped doing the line work with the Kuretake brush pen, and just did all the line work just with a micron, like basic line work, and then the shading and stuff was actually done just with the colored pencil. Same technique here with a yellow lab. Again, same technique. It's like a kind of like an astral projection girl. Again, with a foreshortening effect with the hand that's closer to the viewer, which is a lot larger than the figure behind. This one's of a peacock. Here's just about a pub. It's kind of hard to see because I didn't do any detail with the pen. The colors kind of got washed out. So here I'm going back to the Kuretake brush pen along with the micron pen and with the micron pen to do the shading this time, and then the color pencils. This is a goat skull. And I tried starting from this point here. I'm experimenting with colors, like again with my old watercolors on the sketchbook, not doing like actual like real life colors. This one here, you can see that he has like a blue skin, blue and orange complementary colors. This is a beach scene. Similar psychedelic colors again. Dog here on the beach. Figure in the background. The last one I did. Here's a girl saying goodbye to her boyfriend. Again, using these more of a psychedelic colors. Less so than the other ones, but still, it's not like real life colors. Mostly reddish, pink, and blues colors. And that's it so far. All right. That's it for the tour. And remember, our revolutionaries, always create, never hate. See you next time. Bye.